complete probability ko the random variable content ko you can give like equal weightage. Okay. Before going for, I just would like to go for statement of properties above. What are the properties we have? Properties of expected value. See, whenever you see the word expectation, please remember it's nothing but mean. Okay, expectation another mean all along. Okay, so first one is expectation of a constant k is kb. You remember under the mean we were discussing two if it appears for three times. What is that means all values are same. Then what is the value of x bar? This is same. You remember? The same way, expectation of a constant k is k only. So how you write it in equation format? E of k is equal to first one. I'm not going for the example part. Second, expectation of sum of two random variables. Let me name the two random variables as x and y. When you say sum, we are talking about the arithmetic operation. Okay. Is a sum of their expectations. So expectation of the sum of two variables, which is e of x comma x plus y, is equal to sum of their expectation, e of x plus e of x. So that's the second property. Third, uh, third property, this is related to product. Third and fourth is related to a product. Expectation of the product. Product means when you have to multiply something. Here, the third property is about you multiply a constant and a random variable, which is let me have the constant named as k and the random variable as x. Then you find expectation of this. So k into x and finding expectation of this. Okay, is the product of the constant. Okay, product of the constant and expectation of the random variable e of x. So this both will be equal. Fourth one, expectation of product of two random variables. Let me name as x as one random variable, another one random variable y. Expectation of this, product of this. So arithmetic under arithmetic operation will be using as multiplication. Under the set operations will be using this as intersection. Remember? Okay. Uh, we are talking about, if we talk about even means we'll talk about set intersection. If you are talking about operation means we'll talk about arithmetic operation multiplication. If you talk about independent events, you remember P of A intersection B is equal to multiplication theorem. P of A into P of B. If you talk in this sense, and if A and B are two events which are independent, and X is a random variable associated with the event A, and Y is a random variable associated with the event B, and if this holds means then obviously XY will be equal to E of X into E of Y. Okay. So that's why we have this verdicts provided the two random variables are independent. Okay, so X is not related and Y is not related, both are independent. So this is quite important. This is often asked. எப்படி கேட்டாங்கன்னா option A, E of xy is equal to E of x into E of y. This is the answer actually. B, option B was asked as E of xy is not equal to E of x into E of y. Option C, I remember E of xy is equal to E of x into E of y given x. இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு கான்செப்டே இல்லை ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. That's only there in probability. When you talk about events, it's there. Here we are not talking about events. We are talking about a mean value, expected value. So there is no such concept like this. Should not get confused. Okay. So when they say independent, we are strictly with U of x into y is equal to U of x into P of. Okay. So next I'll go for problems. Unbiased coin is tossed three times. Find the expected value of the number of heads and also standard deviation. So number of heads, expected value of number of heads and the standard deviation. So you're asked to find mu and sigma square. Okay, sigma or sigma square, standard deviation, sigma. You will not write as x bar. Instead, you write as mu because you are talking, when we talk about probability, we are talking about the whole population. So mu. And when we say standard deviation, we will not use s, we'll use sigma. Okay. So if you know this table, right? How you represent? We are talking about number of heads. So there can be 0 head, 1 head, 2 head, or 3 heads. 0 head means all tail, which means there's only one possibility out of the 8, so 1 by 8. Likewise, when you talk about this one, you get all head. It also will be 1 by 8. Okay. And the remaining will be 3 by 8 and 3 by 8. Do you know how you get this one? Particularly Pascal's triangle. You know, Pascal's triangle. take 1. At the end, you'll take 1, 1. Then add 2. At the ends, you'll take 1, 1. Add, you'll get 3, 3, 1, 1. You have learned this theorems like identities. A plus B the whole square. A square plus 2AB plus B square. The coefficient 1, 2 and 1 are these values. Okay. A plus B the whole cube. This is A cube plus 3A square A square B plus 3AB square plus B cube. It's nothing but 1, 3, 3 and 1. Okay. You can still expand. Here will be 4, here will be 6, here will be 4, 1, 1. Still you can expand. Okay. See, this is nothing but the coefficients, how you get it. And if you apply this in this part, see, 1, 3, 3, 1. The ends always will be equal. And this one will be equal. Ends வந்துட்டே வரும்போது equal ஆயிடும். Both ends will be equal. Okay. Center மட்டும் அங்க வரும். Okay. Five numbers, odd numbers, even numbers are இருக்கும்போது cut ஆகும். Okay. See, if you talk about this one, you can relate this with permutation and combination also. If I ask you to do it for a plus b power 10, can you able to do it? You have to expand this one. Okay. If I ask you for a plus b power 100, how can I do it? Illa. That's why we have the combinations. Let's talk about combinations. See this first one. Let me go for this one. A plus b the whole square. How you get this one is 2c. This is 2c0, 2c1, 2c2. This is 3c0, 3c1, 3c2, 3c3. What is 3c3? If n and r are same means the value will be 1. If r is equal to 0 means the value will be 1. Okay. Likewise, if you want to talk about a plus b power 100, I can write it as 100 c0 a power 100 plus 100 c1 a power 99 b power 1 plus 100 c2 a power 98 b power 2 goes on, and the last one will be 100 c100 b power 100. The earlier to this one will be 100 c 99 a power 1 b power 99. This is how it is. So the value in the combinations வந்து வர value. That's this one. So whenever we talk about this table, if you add, definitely this value is going to be 1. And if you apply the Pascal's triangle, this values will be equal. Denominator is same because we are going to talk about the total events, number of events in the sample space. When you talk about the numerator, this both value will be same. Okay. So you are asked to find the expected value. So you will apply the formula mu is equal to E of x, which is summation px. So you can directly do it. And the standard deviation, which is sigma, which is E of x squared minus mu squared. Okay. So I'm not going to do it. You can make it once. Let me go for problem number 28. I'll give you some time after that. Okay. A random variable has a following probability distribution. See, seeing this term, don't get confused. This how this x is associated with this p values, or from where I'm getting this p values is what you call as for probability distribution. What is the total probability? 1. How I'm distributing this 1? That's what you call as probability distribution. In another topic, we'll go for normal distribution, binomial distribution, Poisson distribution. There's another one topic that is called as theoretical distributions, the help of probability. Okay. So you are asked to find E of x minus E of x the whole square. So you can do on your own part. So it will be directly asked. And variance of 3x minus 4. See, instead of taking 3x minus 4, we'll take it as y is equal to 3x minus 4. Okay. Find the variance of x. What you can do? Variance of y will be, this can help you out. What is variance of y? Change of scale and origin concept. 3 square into variance of x. Minus 4 varadu. Change of origin will not affect. Change of scale affects, but square of the values. Because you are talking about variance. Okay, then Santosh. Y is equal to a plus bx. What is x bar? Sorry, what is y bar? Change of origin and scale concept. A plus bx bar. What is median of y? A plus b into median of x. What is mode of y? A plus b into mode of x. This is one concept. This is related to averages. When you talk about dispersion, what is the range of y? What is range of y? A will not come. Change of origin will not affect. Change of scale only will affect. இது ரைமிங்ல வந்துடும். 2 into 2, 3, 3 into 4, 5 வரவே வராது ஆன்சர். yx range of y is equal to b into modulus of b, range of x. But by absolute change of scale will affect, but by absolute values. Mean deviation of y, modulus of b into mean deviation of x. Quartile deviation we usually will not discuss. Standard deviation of y, modulus of b into standard deviation of x. Variance of y, b squared. Here we'll get because sigma, sigma squared. So b squared. And standard variance of x. Okay. You have to remember this. Change of origin and scale concept. Okay. Yes, sir. Okay. So you can try this one. We have this table over here. Working table. Can you try this one? Question number 27 and 28, please. Question number 29. In a business venture, a man can make a profit of 50,000 rupees or incur a loss of 20,000 rupees. The probabilities of making profit or incurring a loss from the past experience are known to be 0.75 and 0.25 respectively. What is his expected profit? Okay. It's not a tough problem at all. You have to take the X values. For profit, it's given 50,000. So 50,000. Okay. And or incurs a loss of 20,000. So you take it as negative. So that's the only difference. Okay. And they are giving the probability values directly for this is 0.75 and for this is 0.25. The question is what is this expected profit? Okay. Whether they ask this expected profit or expected loss, your concept of dealing is the same only. Okay. So what is the probability of that is a expected value of x 50,000 into 0.75 actually plus brackets ko minus 20,000 to 0.25. I can get the final value is 32,005. Okay. In case, see, they ask this as what is its expected profit. In case if you get this as minus, probably the question may be expected profit, but you may be expecting a loss. Okay. So this is about question number 29. Question number 30 and 31, I request you to do so. Take it as a practice problem because you have to directly follow from permutation and combination problem. Okay. So question number 30, you can do it on your own. If you have any doubts, I'll discuss individually. 31 also you can do it on your own. Let me go for 32. Shall I? 32. 32 is often repeated question. A number is selected at random from a set containing first 100 natural numbers and another number is selected at random from another set. Please highlight this one. Containing the first 200 natural numbers. What is the expected value of the product? See, whenever you find this word product, you have to be very careful about whether the events are independent or what. Okay. They are giving one set of numbers, one set of box containing 100 numbers. 100 numbers, no? What do you mean by 100 numbers? 1, 2, 3, up to 100 you have. Okay. There's another one set box containing first 200 natural numbers. So 1, 2, 3, up to 200. Okay. They're asking what is the expected value of the product. If drawing of an event is associated with a random variable x nu vachikalam, here y nu vachikalam. They are asking what is expected value of x into y. Using the property, we can do it as find the value of expected value of x, find the value of expected value of y, then you multiply. Okay. So if I go for x, what are the outcomes you will get? Events are the outcomes, right? 1, 2, up to 100. We'll assign the probability value. What is the probability of getting 1? Out of 100, there's only 1. So this is 1 by 100. Out of 100, how many 2's will be there? Only 1 2 will be there. So here is also 1 by 100. Out of 100, how many 100 will be there? 100. Likewise, if you talk about y, yes, 1, 2, 3 up to 200. Right? Probability of getting 1, 1 by 200. Probability of getting 2, 1 by 200. So for all the values, it will be same 1 by 200. Let me go for finding e of x first. So e of x is multiply these things, right? And add. So 1 into 1 by 100 plus 2 into 1 by 100 plus we go on up to 100 into 1 by 100. Okay. So here we'll be having 1 by 100 common. So 1 plus 2 plus up to 100. So we know from, we have seen in AB and GP, first 100 natural numbers. So n into n plus 1 by 2. Remember? First 100 natural numbers. So this is 1 by 100 into n is 100. So this is 1, 2 up to 100, up to n. So 100 into 101 by 2. 100 will get cancelled. So this is 101 by 2. This is nothing but expected value of x. If you talk about expected value of y, this is going to be 201 by 2. Don't write it as 202 by 2. It's 201 by 2. Okay. So it has to find expectation of x into y. So I can directly multiply that two expected values 101 by 2 into 201 by 2. So the answer is, what's the answer? 5075.25. Okay. This is the answer. Please check whether you're getting the answer. Is it okay? If this is okay, can we go for problem number 33? Question number 33. A die is thrown repeatedly until a 6 appears. Write down the sample space. Whether 6 appears or 1 appear, 2 appear, whatever it is, let us write down the sample space first. Okay. See, try to understand the question. You can throw as many number of times till 6 appears. This is the question. Okay. So you throw for the first time, you get a 6. What do? You stop. Probably getting a 6 is associated with probability of success no chitta. The remaining not getting a 6 will be probability associated with failure Q. So the first row itself you get a success means what's the probability of getting the 6 in the first row? Probability. In case you're not getting in the first row, which means what? You got failure. அப்படின்னா 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 or turn of touch. அப்போ failure. Second only you're getting success. So this is getting in the second row. Third row. In case you're not getting in the second row, you'll go for the third row. அப்போ failure, failure, success, which is Q square P. In case if you're not getting in the third row also, you'll go for failure, failure, failure. At last, you got success, which means in the fourth row. It goes on like this. Stop a minute. You can throw as many number of times. This is binomial distribution. Okay, so what's the sample space for? It can be P, comma, QP, Q square P. Okay, it goes on and on. There's no end. Whenever you get it, you stop. Okay. In case instead of 6, they say as phase 4 has to appear. The same question. See, phase is a number denote பண்ணதுக்காக இருக்குது. It can be anything. Instead of saying a number 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 or 6, they may be saying, see, this has cubicle. You play the game. You have to fix the color. One side is completely yellow. One side is completely green. So you throw it until you get the complete yellow color. It can be of that type of thing. Also find the expected number of throws. So what do? We fix x and p of x. Okay. We get it in the first row. Probability is p. You get it only in the second row. Probability is qp. You get it only in the third row. You get q square p and so. Okay. Now you find expected value. Actually, this is infinite time. Infinite time. So 1 into p plus 2 into qp plus 3 into q square p and so on. Okay. So here you find that p is common throughout. Liam, we take p common, then this will be 1 plus 2q plus 3 square, 3q square plus 4q and this will go on. So at the end, you will get this as p into 1 minus q the whole power minus 2. You need not worry about this one because it's an infinite binomial expansion. So 1 minus q is nothing but 1 minus q is p up. So p into p power minus 2, which is p into 1 by p square and p will get cancelled. So this is 1 by p. So ultimately e of x is 1 by p. Okay. But we know out of the 6 phases, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probability of getting a 6 is 1 by 6. So this can be written as 1 by 6, which is 6. So எத்தனாவது ரோல வரும் 6th ரோல வரும். நீங்க சென்ஸ் நீங்க வந்து டைய த்ரோ பண்ணி பாத்தீங்கன்னா சம்டைம்ஸ் யூ மே கெட் இன் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் த்ரோ, சம்டைம்ஸ் யூ மே நாட் கெட் அட் ஆல். இந்த ஸ்னேக் அண்ட் லேடர் விளையாடும் போது வரும்ல, தாயம் வரவே வராது. கரெக்டா? அவங்க பின்னாடி ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணவெல்லாம் முன்னாடி அந்த இது இருக்கும் பாருங்க, அந்த சாமிகளா இருக்கும் பாருங்க மேல, அதெல்லாம் சுத்திட்டு உட்கார்ந்துருக்கும். Okay. See, this is they say your expected throw is 6, but need not be always. Expectation and a probability then we know. This is often repeated question. What are the things you may expect in this question is probably you may be asked to write only this one, the sample space. You may be asked to write only this table. Asked to write means what? They will give the answer A, B, C, and you may be asked to represent the right table. You may be asked with this one alone. What is the expectation? It's 1 by P. You may be asked to find this value alone. Okay. Or sometimes what they do is instead of 6 appears, they will be changing the question as instead of 4 appears. Okay. This is the fifth target. What is answer? The same answer. நிறைய பேர் என்ன போட்டுருவாங்கன்னா இந்த ஆன்சர் 4 போட்டுருவாங்க. இங்க 6 இருக்கனால 6 வந்துச்சா 4 இருக்கனால 4 வரணும்னு நினைப்பாங்க இல்ல. புரியுதா? இங்க 6 4 1 என்ன இருந்தாலும் இங்க என்ன வரணும்? 6 தான் வரணும். Because 6 phases of the die. In case instead of throwing a die, they give us tossing a coin. What will happen? Your answer will be expected value will be 1 by P. Okay? Which will be 1 by 1 by 2. So the answer is 2. Logic is same. Okay, then. Yes, can please make a note of it. Random variable x has the following probability distribution: x given and p of x given. We're asked to find the value of k. P of x is strictly less than 3 and p of x greater than or equal to 4 and lying between 2 and 5 where 5 is included. This is often repeated set of questions. The first one you have to find the value of k. Where is k presented? As a probability value. Am I right? So here we know the total probability is equal to 1. So if you add all these values, you have to get it. Okay. So summation p of x is equal to 1. Add all the value to get. Okay. I think this is k. Make a change over here. Second is p of x strictly less than 3, which means what? P of x strictly less than 3 means you have to consider p of 0 plus p of 1 plus p of 2. Okay. Here is given greater than or equal to 4. Then you have to consider p of 4 plus p of 5 plus p of 6 plus p of 7. Else, what you can do here is already you have found 0, 1, 2, 3, right? 0, 1, 2. So you can subtract 1 minus this value. Also, you have to take p of 3 also have to take. அப்பனா இப்படியே பண்ணிடலாம் டைரக்டா. Then for this one, 2 should not be included, 5 should be included. So p of 3 plus p of 4 plus p of x. So it's a direct problem. I'm not going to work point by point. Probably we'll go for these extra problems on multiplication theory. It's actually a direct question without any scribbling work. You can find the answer. So a man wants to marry a girl having qualities, white complexion, having the probability of getting such a girl is 1 in 20. So it's 1 by 20. Handsome dowry, the probability of getting 1 in 50, so 1 by 50. Westernized side, the probability is 1 in 100, so 1 by 100. Find out the probability of us getting married to such a girl who has all the three, which means what? And. Okay. P of A intersection, B intersection, C. All these three are independent quantities. Okay. So P of A into P of B into P of C. So you multiply. So you just multiply, you get the value. Question number 2. Suppose 11 to 5 against a person who is now 38 years of age, living till he is 73. Okay, this is one event. And 5 to 3 against the B. So there is another one person B who is now 43, living till he is 78. So this is another one event given. So this is like odds against and odds in favor. They are giving us against. So 11 is to 5 is one category for one person A, and for another person B it is 5 is to 3. They are giving against. Okay, against them in the reverse of up. Not happening, then happening. Okay. The person given here is against a person who is now 38 years living. அப்ப நீங்க உல்டாவா பண்ணணும். ஓகே, அப்போ இது வந்து லிவிங், இது வந்து டையிங். ஓகே, இது வந்து லிவிங், இது வந்து டையிங். So what is the probability that he may die in this? Uh, okay, what's the question? Find the chance that at least one of these person will be alive 30 years, 35 years. So what is the possibility that he may die in this 35 years? 11 by 16 now. Why it's 11 by 16? 11 divided by 11 plus 5. 11 by 16. Person B, he may die in another 35 years. So it's 5 by 8. We multiply both. Multiply both another. They both will die. Am I right? This was asked separately once in the exam. They both will die. But the question is, at least one of them should be alive. அப்போ both die. இது வந்து ஒரு ப்ராபர்ட்டியா வச்சுக்கிட்டா, okay, in case this is P of A now, what will be P of A dash? Both will not die, which means what? One may be alive. Okay, so any one may be alive. Then answer opposite complementary, any one of them will be alive. Okay, so this will be equal to 1 of a P of A dash and which is 1 minus P of A, which is what? 1 minus 55 divided by. Okay, this is also asked. இந்த மாதிரி தியரட்டிக்கலாவும் கேட்டிருந்தாங்க, இந்த வேல்யூவும் ஒரு வாட்டி கேட்டாங்க. நான் சொல்றது வந்து இட்ஸ் வெரி வெரி லாங் பேக், லைக் I can say like some 12, 13 years before. அந்த டைம்ல இது ஒரு வாட்டி கேட்டிருந்தாங்க. இது ஒரு வாட்டி ரீசெண்டா கேட்டாங்க. ஒரு வாட்டி ரீசெண்டா கேட்டாங்க. So that's about probability. So completely done. Any doubts we'll discuss.